अब मैं मोहतरमा डॉक्टर नजमा नजम वाइस चांसलर कराक्रम इंटरनेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी से दरख्वास्त करूँगा कि वो हमें अपने ख्यालात से नवाजें।
Excellency, Governor Punjab, Chaudhry Mohammad Sarwar Sahab, Mr. Muhammad Ali, CEO of Islam TV UK and Ethical Media Group based in UK, Mr. Zia Shahid, a very well-known name in media, and Mr. Anwarul Haq Sahab, CEO of the Pakistan Institute of World Peace, and luminaries sitting in front of the stage, as well as Dr. Jalandhari, who is a very dear friend as well as a colleague at Punjab University. Ladies and gentlemen, for me it is indeed a privilege and an honor to be here from Gilgit, all the way from Gilgit. I had just arrived for the Eid vacations and I stayed on. Perhaps the reason was that I would meet you in person, sir. I've been looking at the pictures, and it is why I say it is indeed a pleasure and an honor and a privilege for someone to give up a citizenship of UK, where the whole world, including Pakistanis, are aspiring to get their citizenships in UK, USA, Australia, you name it. Sir, this shows your commitment for this country. This shows how much you are willing to give to this country and to the people. And let me say, the same stands true for Mr. Muhammad Ali. And the same stands for Mr. Zia Shahid and people sitting across the table. And I am one of those citizens who has moved from Lahore to Gilgit. And many people have asked me, a woman working alone in the mountains, the harshest mountains of the world. I say, as a Pakistani, it is my duty. As a Pakistani and an educated Pakistani, wherever I am needed, I will go. So, sir, I share the mission with you, and I am very glad that I was there at the same table with you. And I hope, inshallah, that in due time, when you travel across Pakistan, you will be able to reach out and meet with people from Gilgit, Baltistan, one of the newest additions to the Pakistani community. This province-like status that has been given has given autonomy. People are proud to be called Pakistanis. World over, people come to Gilgit, Baltistan to climb the highest mountains and the challenges. It is a beautiful place. And I assure you, the peace and conflict resolution that you start, this is a place that we can work on as well. Peace at homes, peace within the communities, peace within the universities, peace within the nation, and peace within the world. That is the goal that we should all aspire for and work for. So, sir, with these few words, I thank you once again and thank Dr. Jalandhari and the team for inviting me and for giving me this privilege to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. जी जी मैडम अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी का souvenir will present to governor something about Karakoram International University.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Brothers, sisters, distinguished guests, Right Honorable Your Excellency Governor of Punjab, Brother Muhammad Sarwar, I greet you all with the greetings of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Indeed, it is really a privilege for me to be addressing such a distinguished gathering today. I'm not going to talk about, as our dear friend presented, talk about the media or what we want to do. I think there are things which are more important. Here we have people who can influence the future, people who can have an impact, business people, media people, political people. And it is only right to seize the opportunity to talk about what is more of interest. Brothers and sisters, if we look at our Muslim Ummah today, if you look at all the 3 or 4 main blocks, Africa, the Arab world, and Asia, that's where the Muslim Ummah is. And if we see the powers, the existing powers and the future powers, there is nowhere for Muslims and Muslim countries to be counted. If we are talking about the G7, the most influential countries now in the world, none of them is a Muslim country. If we are talking about what they call it BRICS countries, that's Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. This bloc, none of them is a Muslim country. And yet, we are looking for the future. I want to say, I traveled the whole Muslim Ummah. I traveled the whole Muslim world from the extreme west in Morocco to the extreme east in Indonesia. But I can tell you something. We have an example here. And this example is Pakistan. Believe me, I did a lot of research that Pakistan is the only Muslim country that can become a power. I know so many problems. And Pakistan is a micro of the Muslim Ummah. Ethnicity groups, sects, instability, poverty, security, all the issues which do exist in Pakistan, they do exist in the Muslim Ummah. If this example can be shown to the world, if the potential that exists in Pakistan is exploited, is built on, I think the Muslim Ummah has a future. I can tell you, I cannot dream of unity from extreme to extreme. Nations are built step by step. And you look at where the potential is, where the ingredients are. I can assure you the only place on earth, on the Muslim Ummah, is this land, is Pakistan. And this is what Pakistanis should realize. I think our Muslim civilization, our Muslim history has turns in the history. First came the turn of the Arabs with the Khilafah of after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman and Ali. Then came the Umayyads. And out of the 1400 years, Arabs ruled only 100 years. Only the first, in fact, 90 years. After that, Islam passed on to other nations, and so on, until the Turks picked it up. The Turks were a very small tribe coming from Central Asia, going to the western side of Iraq. Yet, because they had a vision, they had determination, they had belief in their deen, they became the biggest power on earth. They became a power that stretches from over 3 continents, Asia, Europe, and Africa. Look at the Turks when they had a vision, when they had faith, when they believed in their deen, when they believed in their faith and themselves, they became the biggest power. When the Turks went back, before a Turk outside Turkey, they will be called Pasha, Bai, Bashhamba, things like that. They will be judges, they will be rulers, they will be the elite of any Muslim country. After they left everything, the Ottoman Empire dropped from 25 million square kilometers to 800,000, size-wise. And then when you travel, what you find the Turks working as? Barber, kebab shop, doner kebab, that's what they do. This faith, Umar radiallahu anhu, he said, talking to the Arabs, he said, look, we were nothing but scattered tribes fighting each other. And Allah sent His messenger, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. When we hold of the rope of Allah, we became Aizza, we became Aizza. I can tell you, you Pakistanis, you have a chance in history. I hope and wish and pray that you seize the opportunity. Pakistan is the only country where it has its own food. I can tell you in the Arab world, out of 10 breads we eat, 6 we import. 60% of the food we eat, we import it from outside. A big country like Egypt, they don't have food for more than 2 months. The biggest Arab country. You cannot become a power if you don't have what you eat. Look at Europe. They are the most industrialized, most advanced, most. But when it comes to food, they have the common agricultural policy because they know if you don't have the food, you don't have a future.